sow, so what you reap. Fuck all your feelings, I'm out of your league. I'm jacking started, you know what I mean. You dead in your place, I'm cleaning the scene. It was a murder that I didn't mean. I'm cleaning it up like I'm Mr. Clean. You know I go wild when I got no leash. Mike is my fight, I'm using my teeth. I don't fight fair, you know I don't care. If you in my sights, you better beware. Cause when I go deep, man, watch what I mean. 40 on my hip, you know I be beaming. They be like that, what he doing, he's scheming. I mean what I say and I say what I mean. I step on the scene, you know I ain't gon' change. I swear to God, now they gon' know my name. Validity, you can get rid of me. Coming out movies like I'm in a pit to the I want that you know that you favoring, but this ain't no coke off, you ain't gon' be serious me. Yeah, you a bitch, you a whore, you faking, pull out with that Uzi like paint, I be spraying it. Try to backstab me, the fuck is you thinking? I'm just gon' keep doing the shit that you can't. Then you gon' reap what you sow, so what you reap. Yeah, yeah. That's the name of the game. Reap what you sow, so what you reap. Yeah, yeah. That's the name of the game. Reap what you sow, so what you reap. Just waking up, trying to sleep, I'm starving myself, I'm ready to eat. I'm playing a game, hide and seek. Got all of these demons inside of me. Yes, I'm the prodigy, you get no apology. This is the story of my life, though. Don't get it twisted, I'm aiming and missing something about your glory ain't right, though. Yeah, the judge and the jury, we slamming the malice. We counting this money like counting the balance. I'm standing on business, believe you gon' win it. Just watch how we're glazing, I'm hoping you listen. Before I get rowdy, people go missing. I'm all at your dumb and your head and you missing. Get to the bottom of my face, and then I'ma have to put you in your place. And then you go, life is a bitch, your karma's a hoe, and you know it be going around, yeah. Play with the ones close to me, you know it's gonna be going down, yeah. Please don't get mad at me, stay while you mad at me, because your wifey is liking my sound, yeah. You keep me laughing, she tell me what's happening, swear that you acting something like a clown, yeah. Then you gon' reap what you sow, so what you reap, yeah, yeah. That's the name of the game. Reap what you sow, so what you reap, yeah, yeah. That's the name of the game. Reap what you sow, so what you reap. I got no worries, Hakuna Matata. I'm making this banging, I'm counting these dollars. Partying all night, you know I be wildin'. She caught me a baddie, you know she in college. And when I'm on stage, you know I'm a scholar. I didn't wanna do it, you know that I got it. Don't try to test me, you know I get rowdy. Cause I stay with it, you know that I'm about it. Yeah, yeah. Up in my dreams, driving an Audi. My flow is so hot, it be bringing in droughts. Not on my team, believe that you out. I'm here for the music, don't care about the cloud. Keep acting stupid, I'm choking you out. Talking your shit, my name out your mouth. The fuck that you mean, I'm clearing you out. Chucking the deuces, you know that I'm out.
Man, all I be hearing is you got talent, bro. Ah, man, you so talented, you're so underrated, like you slept on. What the fuck you talking about?
Whenever there was a problem, I was the one right there to solve it. I was supposed to be that good guy, but was always late with the comic. Now I'm soaring away in a plane, called it your fault, and I know I'm the pilot. Accusations were made loud like a plane engine, so it kept me silent. Time has come to become violent, defiant. I had to become a giant among those who hate to see me win. A bunch of reliant tyrants, I have had enough. They were the villain that was rough. It's the only label that stuck, so fuck it. That'd be the reason that my skin grew tough. Now I got the body armor on. Attack, and I see no harm. Always been a dirty job, grimy side of shit. I see no charm. Your situation has gone wrong. Well then let me put it in my hands and go and defuse that fucking bomb. I know what it takes, cause I will make all of the best of this hate. Hit them right between the eyes, yeah, there's no debate. Once I open my mouth, there is no escape. You have entered into the realm of OC and sealed your fate. So motherfuckers think they know me, but I come through so fast that the cameras don't show me. So blow me, that hair ain't flavor good when it tastes like OC. First I quench they thirst, think they nurse right back to health. They have yet to see the worst, been cursed since birth, never doubt myself. So I fuel my desire, let it transpire, talking right here before you. I know what it takes to outlive hate, my methods will destroy you. I will employ you to the underworld, they can deploy you, annoy you, just like you did to me. I know what it takes to live like hater free. So welcome to my wolves den, tearing up every fucking beat that I hit, like I hit the world's end. Coming to the forefront, we bout to turn heads, cause a hating motherfucker never really seem to stop. Running their mouth, they looking for clout, they always seem to be in someone business like, what are you worried about? Oh wait, yeah, I think I figured it out. Cause every time I open my mouth, I'll be bringing them out, turning haters into fans, yeah, spinning them out. And all the ones that remain, I'll be haunting them now.
Dear mama, God Hope that I'm making you proud. Dear mama, I feel like I'm letting you down. Dear mama, hope that I'm making you proud. Dear mama, feel like I'm shutting you down. Down, 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 yeah. Down, down, feel like I'm shutting you down. Down, 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 yeah. Feel like I'm shutting you down. I see what he did to you, look what he did to me. He is the enemy that'll be killing my dream. Tried in my body, I can't tell nobody because they gon' think I'm just making my way. In my body, a whole lot of fire, so when I lay down, I keep crying and crying. I let you down, I lost my wife, then my kids, one hell of a fight. In case you didn't mention it, tons of attention, where I didn't pay any and had no intention. I just wanted flesh and didn't care how I got it. I turned on my wife and I called me a body. My kids can't count on me, breaking their boundaries just by the sound of me. Boy, I was down bad. People surrounding me and it was drowning me, and I ain't never felt something so bad. Dear mama, hope that I'm making you proud. Dear mama, I feel like I'm letting you down. Dear mama, hope that I'm making you proud. Dear mama, feel like I'm shutting you down. Down, 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 yeah. Down, down, feel like I'm shutting you down. Down, 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 yeah. Feel like I'm shutting you down. Shutting you down. From the inside out, telling you, man, it was blood on the wall. I was ready to die, ready to brawl. Took a hell of a blow, a hell of a fall. I tried to get up, I lost it all. Came in my dreams if I let the lottery, yeah. Came in, you took something out of me. You told me keep going, so I'ma keep going. Ain't nothing gonna stop me, cause I'm on my way. You said I'm not crazy and that you love me. You just been watching from right up above. But I was too ignorant, didn't deserve it. Didn't deserve it. What you were about me for? I've been sinking to the sea for. Son, put your faith in me, no. Put your faith in the king, no. The road to the righteous has never been easy. With all of the lights in your eyes and you bleeding. You see all the monsters, but you gon' defeat them. You gon' defeat them, baby. Dear mama, hope that I'm making you proud. Dear mama, I feel like I'm letting you down. Dear mama, hope that I'm making you proud. Dear mama, feel like I'm shutting you down. Down, 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 yeah. Down, down, feel like I'm shutting you down. Down, 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 yeah. Feel like I'm shutting you down. Shutting you down. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm not flexing, I'm just out here trying to do my thing. It's a whole lot of food, that's why I do it this way. Cause if you with me, then I'm with you and we on it today. I hope I turn you up and we perform on the stage. So don't come in talking about that rah, rah, rah. Yeah, you know I keep it on me by that 555. If you don't know me, this is how he roll. He keep my lyrics on way swole. Keep that 40 on my hip and it go bang, bang, bang. Block that clip and you know it's gon' sing, sing, sing. Keep you oohing and eyeing just like a choo-choo train. My flow the realest in the game, I really care what you think. Yeah, you know I pulled up in that coupe, though. Ratatouille, yeah, you know I got that soup, bro. Just call me Iron Man, you know I'm in my suit, bro. And I'm a blast off going through the roof, though. I'm not flexing, I'm just out here trying to do my thing. It's a whole lot of food, that's why I do it this way. Cause if you with me, then I'm with you and we on it today. I hope I turn you up and we perform on the stage. So don't come in talking about that rah, rah, rah. Yeah, you know I keep it on me by that 555. If you don't know me, this is how he roll. He keep my lyrics on way swole. Little homie, why you mad? Why you hating on me? Cause when I get up on stage, I know you waiting on me. And when I get backstage, just take a photo with me. Then take it home, show your friends you got a photo with me. When I start getting money, yeah, I'm prepared for the switch. Bringing pets, smart pressure like a dog, you gon' sit. No, I can't lie when I say they ain't catching my drift. So keep searching if you trying to find the key to my riddle. I'm not flexing, I'm just out here trying to do my thing. It's a whole lot of food, that's why I do it this way. Cause if you with me, then I'm with you and we on it today. I hope I turn you up and we perform on the stage. So don't come in talking about that rah, rah, rah. Yeah, you know I keep it on me by that 555. If you don't know me, this is how he roll. He keep my lyrics on way
You
Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? Blunted Ones Radio Network. We out this motherfucker. Corner Convo podcast. We got shit to talk about today.
Hell yeah.
How's it going, everybody? We got the submission form open. If you guys did want to submit a drive-by review or a vibe check, that is available for you guys as well in the chat. And it's at the top as well, pinned. What's good? What's good with everybody, though, man? It's Tuesday. What's going on? How's y'all's week going so far?
Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Hot. It's officially like summer.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. I don't know when you say officially, it's pretty much officially been summer, I thought.
I mean, I just feel like once it's like hot consistently, stops raining every day, it's summer.
Oh, you see, you haven't had the pockets then, huh?
Mm-mm.
Really? See, I thought I
No.
was getting to that point last week, and then towards the end of the week, it started going with a couple of drizzles here and there, and then it went with a whole thunderstorm, like midweek, and then it kind of sizzled out. And the weekend hit. It's been nice, like every day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, maybe you are onto something. I don't know, because I would have said, back probably about 3 weeks ago is for us is when like summer hit. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's
Yeah,
for
like
us. But then it's rained ever since, and I'm like, what the fuck happened to this?
I've had to put the sprinkler on the last couple of nights because we haven't gotten any rain in several days. Like it looked like it was going to rain one day, and then it never did. It will pop up and look like it's going to rain, but it never does. It's really weird.
Yeah, we've had that too. It's been real humid though. I will say the humidity level is crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
so
today's the
crazy.
first day that it hasn't been super humid. Today was actually just gorgeous. Like it was probably like 83 and just dry, not
Really?
super humid. Yeah.
See, like
really
even right now,
weather.
of course we're talking about it, so of course my PC will jump up here and give me a fucking notification. Literally, it just popped up. It says here, rain tomorrow expected.
Oh.
I swear to God, bro. It says rain expected tomorrow. So yeah, there goes that idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
There goes
Like
that whole idea.
the last couple days it said that it was supposed to rain or was supposed to storm, and it never has. It'll get cloudy and look like it's going to, and it just doesn't.
I'm just nervous because look, you know what I'm saying? You want to just jump right into it?
Yeah.
You just want to jump right into it because
Yeah.
this is some crazy shit.
Swimming pool it.
Look, facts.
Feet first.
Mm,
Feet first.
Straight up, cannonball. Yeah, this is just something to look at. We have a couple of different stories, guys. We're gonna start off over here with these ones. I do have another one that is concerning it kind of what we're talking about right now with the weather type shit, but we'll get to that in a little bit. However, we did have a story here, and it's got a little bit of a reflection of a story we did before prior here on the Corner Convo. If you're not quite familiar with it before, so it might be a little confusing for you, but this is more of an update as to what has been going on over here on this. So if you were here last time, we talked a little bit about it. It's basically, now this was the Michigan, right? I believe.
Yeah, Michigan's. Hold on, let me pull my article. So yeah, University of Michigan. So we had talked about this article, or not this article, but like
right here.
We've talked about this issue. Like I can't even remember when that was. It was a while ago. It was on one of our convos. But basically, there were two Chinese researchers, Chinese nationals, that were arrested, and they were trying to bring hazardous biological substances into the United States to study, I guess, at University of Michigan. And it was some sort of fungus, if I remember correctly, that would cause blight to crops. And so at this point, they've come out and said that on Tuesday, July 15th, the U.S. Department of Education's legal division initiated a probe into the university itself regarding its foreign funding. That's hard to say. Foreign funding
Mm-hmm.
Foreign funding disclosures after identifying inaccuracies during their review.
Mm-hmm.
So this is basically just, from what I gather, they're now turning around. Obviously, the two individuals that were involved with this have been held accountable. Now they are looking to hold the actual university accountable as well. So I think it's a step in the right direction. Um, I still haven't heard like any updates about like whether this fungus got out or anything. Like I don't think it did. Um, but yeah, it looks like something crazy was getting maybe ready to pop off, but luckily they stopped it. So
I mean, I don't
they're
know.
gonna.
I don't know. It also was weird because it says here they were smuggling biological materials.
Mhm. Yeah.
What exactly?
Right.
Why
From
can't you're gonna make it public like this? Why not tell us what the fuck it was?
Well, I do remember that it was a sort of fungus that would, affect crops, but maybe there was more than that. Apparently, since 2020, the University of Michigan has obtained $375 million from foreign sources. Um, and yeah, I guess the department alleges that the institution submitted reports that were incomplete, inaccurate, and delayed, failing to timely disclosure approximately 86 million of this funding. So I mean, if they're
I like
getting
it here.
funded by
It says a Chinese scientist and his girlfriend. So they were on a Bonnie and Clyde type of shit.
Mhm. Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know how
Um,
you say Bonnie and Clyde in Chinese, but
hey, I'm just saying that I'm looking. I thought it was two homies.
No,
That were
no, it
doing
was a
it.
man and a woman.
It was
Yeah, they
him
were
and his
both arrested.
girlfriend.
It was
So
him and
go,
his girl.
yeah.
But yeah, I
See,
think
look,
the
it says
main
here a
issue.
toxic fungus is what they're calling it.
Yeah, yeah. See, it was a fungus,
But
and if I
maybe it was a
remember,
toxic relationship too. You know,
girl, you a toxic fungus. That's
right?
terrible.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I mean, like, it does definitely seem a little bit weird that the university has accepted that much money from foreign sources, and then we have this kind of shit going on. So it's like it kind of makes you wonder what's going on behind closed doors. Because if
Mm-hmm.
University of Michigan is taking $375 million from foreign donators, I mean, I don't know about you, but I really wouldn't like. I feel like it would be really weird for me personally to want to donate money to a college in another country just for no reason. You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird that like they received all this foreign money and then we have this happening. We have people
Right.
coming there to study freaking biological warfare. Sorry, gonna call it what it is.
Yeah.
That's concerning. I think that this should trigger maybe a little bit more concern, and maybe that, different colleges and universities that study these kinds of things should be looked at across the board, and and make sure that they're dotting their i's and crossing their t's where they need to on their financial records, and that we don't have too many foreign interests swaying the research that our universities are doing, or maybe allowing an
I do
avenue.
see something like I don't know if it is concerning, but it's just like for me I'm looking at this number 270,000 international students were from China, right?
That's a
That
lot.
is a lot. Now, my the only reason it's not really a lot in the aspect of how many people are in America as it is, but it's a lot in the fact that like these are students coming from a country who has from what I gathered, a way better academic field than us.
Right. And it's a communist country. I mean, let's not be shy about it. It is
Right, I
what it
get it.
is.
I
It's
get it.
They're not exactly our best friends.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, I think yeah, it's a little alarming. I didn't even know that. I honestly didn't even have any idea that colleges could receive foreign funding.
Mhm. I
And
wasn't
and then
unaware.
it's
Yeah, I was unaware of that too.
that's just so many of our colleges, so many of our businesses have like the major businesses in the United States, their highest stockholders, most of them are Chinese.
Yeah.
That's just based on research that I did myself a couple of years ago,
Right.
because I
Right.
really just got curious, and um, I don't know, just being a type of person who's been on a board of not a board of directors, but just like a board for a club, for just a bocce club, but still,
Right.
it gave me a lot of insight as to how these things work. And when you have shareholders, they do own a big part of the interest of the company, and decisions will be made behind closed doors to keep those shareholders happy. So, I think when we're not owning the major share in most of our big corporations and now our colleges, and then we're looking at possible, there's a lot of people that will talk about indoctrination that's happening um, at colleges. And now they're saying it's starting to leak into elementary schools. I just really don't think it's that far off. if you look at if you look at where the money's coming from. I mean, money
Mm-hmm.
talks, and people will once you have an avenue of income coming in, you don't want to get that cut off. And so I think a lot of people will do whatever they have to keep that money coming in, and that's a little
Mm-hmm.
scary.
Right. Right.
Not to be doomsday-ish, but
I mean it pegs that question though that's in the back of everybody's mind, like what really are the capabilities
mhm,
of people? You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like that's just I'm just saying.
Because that's like in my research, I just basically went through because shareholders for public companies, it's all public knowledge. You can look that up. And
Mm-hmm.
so I just personally wanted to know, like, who are the top shareholders for the top American grossing companies. And obviously we had Amazon, Walmart, um there was a handful of other companies I can't think of. Google, I think, was one. And so I dove into that and pulled all the stockholder information, and lo and behold, like, all your top investors in all these corporations are China. And I don't think it's surprising, especially when you look at Amazon. Like, Amazon, you used to be able to, like, you used to be able to order like really decent stuff from Amazon. You still can. But over the last couple of years, I don't know if it's just me, but it just seems like Amazon has become like, just there's this huge influx of like very cheap, almost Temu like stuff,
Mm-hmm.
everything, like, when you're reading the descriptions, nothing really makes that great of sense
I
because it's
mean,
all kind of been.
have you seen, with that being said, those type of platforms, as far as the buying and selling and all of that, right? Have you seen some of the sketchy shit that people have found?
No, I
Um,
have not.
so check it. There is a thing going
Holy
around.
shit.
So
There's a
check.
big bomber flying overhead right now.
No
Oh my
way,
god. Yes.
bro. Don't say that shit.
Oh
The fuck
shit,
is wrong with
bro.
you? What is wrong with
It's
you?
huge.
We're
It's
live. Don't
it's
don't don't tell me we
it's
finna
got
go off air right now. What's going on?
bro, I'm telling you, it looks like it had like loaded missiles on the front of it. Like, it was
Oh
huge, and it
my
was dark
god. Which way
gray.
was it going? Was it flying east?
It's flying toward you. It's flying.
No, no,
Wait,
no,
hold on,
no.
wait. That's north. Okay, wait, I'm sorry. It's flying southwest? I don't know. I'm not really
Southwest?
like great. Southwest?
Well, the
Southwest?
if you look towards the lake, it'll be north. So, which
Yeah.
is it going away from the lake?
Is that southwest? If you go in the backyard, you could see it. It was this huge, like, bomber thing.
Damn, bro. You had me shook.
Southwest.
You had me
Okay, yeah,
shook.
it's flying. It's flying southwest. It's
Yeah.
probably it's probably headed to Patterson or Wright Patterson.
Okay. I was about to. You had me shook. I was like, they coming. They coming to shut
Bro,
us down.
I was like, "Oh god, they heard me. They heard
Right,
us talking
right.
about China."
Well, look. Now I don't even know what the fuck was I gonna say.
I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
so no, so the Temu joints, right? I've been seeing
Yeah, yeah,
some of this
yeah.
shit. Now, listen, it's very, again, everybody that is here, man. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with us, right? Big shout out. Those that are new, if you know, you know. But those that are new, it's all alleged and all speculative down here. You know
All
what I'm
alleged,
saying?
all
Downtown is very,
speculative. Yes.
yeah, yeah. But I was coming across some of these things, right? And I'm looking at them like, wait a minute, hold up. Now, mind you, there is a couple. It was on somewhere on Timu. I think there was somewhere on a couple other like Wish and shit like that, right? But they're like dressers or like bureaus, right?
Mm-mm.
That's not the
Yeah.
crazy part. The crazy part is you look down, the bureau is worth $15,000.
What?
It's an empty, literally
That's
like,
not
and
a
I
bureau.
check it
They're
out.
selling
Now
something
listen,
else.
right. Now
Come
here's the thing.
on.
The kicker is people were starting to catch on and see some shit like this, and then they're looking and trying to figure it out. People were matching the SKU number to match account numbers of missing children.
No, that's just like the
Swear to God.
Wayfair thing. That's like the
Swear to
Wayfair
God.
thing.
I'm just saying. Why is
Dude,
an
no.
empty dresser or bureau worth $25,000 for one?
That's crazy. That's on
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Amazon.
Well, some are on Amazon, some are on Timu. There's been some on Wish. You know what I mean? The one specific person that I've been kind of following, doing a lot of this research, particularly, is it's really trippy. Some of the stuff that they're actually finding, documents and shit like that. But the matching of certain numbers to certain things, and then seeing the name of the fucking dresser is like correlating to the name of the child that the
Oh
SKU
my
number matches, and it
God.
account. Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Dude, that's creepy as shit.
I'm just
That's like the
saying.
same that's the same shit that was going on with Wayfair. Remember that? Like
Right, right.
it was I don't remember exactly like how it was found out, but there was like something going on with like child trafficking and freaking Wayfair.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
I'm just saying.
no.
Yeah, there
Stop.
was. I'm just saying.
Stop
It's
it.
crazy, bro. That's what. And again, again, everything's gonna go back to that same question. What exactly are these people really capable of?
See, it's God.
It is nuts.
And like that's what they say, everything's hidden in plain view.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's the thing is like, I personally like I'm gonna sound like a raging lunatic. But my theory for the last probably 5-10 years has just been that I believe that for the longest time, China has been playing the long game with us. And I think it's chess. And I think that they they're like, if you look at their culture and the way that they do things, like they're not like Western culture. Like they will wait, for the perfect moment or
Mm-hmm.
um I don't it's just like they're very different than we are culturally, and I feel like it's very possible that there could be some sort of like takeover from the inside almost.
You would hope.
And yeah, and like when I did that research on the top companies and found out of that, like I just was like shocked. I was shook because I was really hoping I would prove myself wrong,
I mean,
and I
at the end of the
didn't.
day, when it really,
I didn't.
when you boil it down, though, at the end of the day, all the quote unquote top companies, they're brothers and sisters.
Yes. Well, actually, what started my whole like interest in this topic is really silly, but it actually relates back to music.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was the app Make It that I used to participate in all the time.
Right, right.
And there was this girl,
Actually,
and
let me go over here.
I won't.
Keep talking. You're good.
Ugh, I just inhaled a bunch of bug spray. So gross. There was this girl. I can't even say her name because I can't remember what the hell it was. Oh, actually, I just did, but I won't like dox who it was. But she was Asian, and um, she would like never be present on the app. She had a couple of songs that like had done really well when the app first started, but then she just sort of like ghosted
Right.
everybody and like left. And so the rest of us that were highly active on that app, one of the things you'd compete for would be like to get featured. And so anytime you got
Okay.
featured, you would be on the front page. So the minute that someone would open up the app, your song would play, you'd get more views, you'd get more
Right, right.
followers. Yeah. So I was a featured artist quite frequently. My friend 24K Melodies was a featured artist frequently. I had a whole group of friends that did this app, and we were all recruited um, from various platforms to join this app.
Right.
So, we were grinding and tried putting these songs out to get plays and whatever. Then this girl comes back out of nowhere and pops off a couple of songs, and she's like instantly gets verified on the app, even though she had been missing for a really long time.
Mm.
And all of her songs get featured, every single one, old songs of hers, like everything this girl does, it's just like popping off left and right. And it was fine. Like the quality of it was comparable with everything else that everybody else was putting out that was getting featured, but it
Mm-hmm.
was just a little bit weird because of the push behind this girl. And when you would look at her plays, she would have like 20 million plays,
God
which
damn.
was which was just crazy because there weren't even a million people using the app at that time. It was still really young.
Damn.
And yeah, and so like I had talked to some of my friends about it in the community. I'm like, what is this? Like what's going on? So like I started doing a little bit more research. She would brag about being friends with T-Pain and stuff like this. And then I ended up finding a YouTube video that she was on an interview with T-Pain. And I
Oh, so
can't
she was like an industry bitch, but she was a plant probably in there.
I think so because I started
Mm-hmm.
researching her and I found out as much as I could, and I ended up finding out her real name. And this sounds like I sound like a crazy person, but whatever. I like to
No, I
research.
get it. I get it. I'm totally with it too
But
because low key, that right there is potential for like I call it an industry plant in the fact that like people have different definitions for that. For me, I use it in this sense, in this particular context, right? As a person that
Mhm.
comes in, and who's to say that your lyrics don't end up in somebody else's song?
Right, right,
I'm just
exactly.
saying.
So I started researching. I found out as much information about this chick as I could. I got her real name. I got her father's name. I started researching her father.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing out led to another. And what I ended up finding out was that her father and her whole family were from China. They lived in LA, which is where the Make It app was based. And
Oh, say
when I looked
less. I'm
when I
getting it.
looked
Yep. Go
when I
ahead.
looked him up, he was a tycoon. He owned several hotels. In fact, she had filmed and recorded a music video in one of his hotels.
Mm.
And then I traced that back, the name of the hotel and like their DBA, their core
Right.
organization, which was just this guy's name, because he's not very smart. Traced all of that back and come to find out that when Make It first arrived on the scene in LA, they were doing crowdfunding and like they were looking for angel investors essentially. And they
Right.
had gotten, I think it was like over 10 million in seed funding to start the app. One of
Damn.
the biggest contributors to that seed
Was
funding
the
was this
yeah.
hotel. And that girl, her dad. So, of course, every time her music came around, everybody else got shoved under the rug. We got ignored. Her stuff went to the top of the playlist. She got all these plays. She was like
Mm-hmm.
their little darling. And that's when I figured all that
I
out. I
mean,
quit. I didn't
listen,
use it anymore. I was like,
If you
fuck
think about it,
this.
could that could possibly be something that was popping on BandLab when it first popped off too.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Before said boosts and all that shit was popping off. Like how
Yeah.
you wait, hold on. You have what? What's going on? You knew and you
Oh,
have what? Oh
gee.
shit.
Gee, do you remember Piao? I said I wasn't going to dox her, but I just did.
Hey.
Her name was Piao.
It's all
Yeah, it
allegedly,
was
guys.
all alleged. These are just my opinions.
Mm-hmm.
Although they are based on facts that I researched, but still opinions, all alleged. But yeah, this girl, she would just like she would spend, like, and her songs were decent. They weren't terrible. Like she had a pretty voice,
Mm-hmm.
but like it just
It was the way
it
that it
was
went about it, yeah.
yeah, it was so
Let that
pushed. It
shit
was
happen
so
naturally,
pushed.
right? Yeah. I
Mhm.
get it.
And the rest of us were out there grinding it out, like trying to get the songs featured and like, just do our thing. And like, we had
Right.
specific beat makers that each of us like to work with. And, it was kind of a really cool community. And then when that started happening, a lot of the people that I fucked with heavy on that community started backing out. They were like, fuck this. fuck this. Like this girl, like we were all chopping at the bit to try to get verified. The girl was just verified off the cuff. Like
Right.
didn't do anything, and it was
I hear
just
that.
like it was wild. But yeah.
Hell yeah.
China.
Hell yeah.
China.
Shout out everybody that's joining up, man. We have the queue open if you want to get a track in. We also have some more news we're gonna be doing right now. We'll get one more story in, and then we'll pop over to this playlist, and then we'll come back to some more news later. But this next story here, some might be familiar with it. This did just happen recently. However, this one is all right. There it is. So this one here is a Ryzen. Is it Ryzen or Risen?
Risen Phoenix.
Risen Phoenix. In Risen
Mhm.
Phoenix, they is that the name of the person?
So Risen Phoenix
Or is
is
that
her
her artist
rapper.
name? I was
It's
gonna
her,
say.
yeah.
I was like, this
Mhm.
isn't the name of her, right? Like,
I'm saying her. I think this is a female, but sorry if it's wrong.
no,
Whatever.
I
But
believe it is a female. I believe it is a female based
her
on
real
the.
name
Go
is
ahead.
like Aaliyah something Muhammad, Aliva or Lena Muhammad. But yeah, she goes by the Risen Phoenix. That was her rap name, her rapper's name.
The persona, yeah.
Yeah.
She basically did some crazy shit. And she was working at a McDonald's. They got into a scuffle with the manager, left, made this little rant here,
That you're about to see, yeah.
and then went back and yeah, she did the
Yeah.
she did the deed.
She
You know
re-
what I'm saying?
she returned to her vehicle and she put on a mask, but it's like a hoodie. It's like one of those hoodies that has like you can zip the hood up all the way. Like the zipper goes all the way up
Oh
the hood.
yeah. I know what you're talking
And then
about.
there's like two little holes so she could see out with her eyes. Yeah, and then she went I think she went from what I've gathered by what the little rabbit hole I fell down looking at this girl. I'm like
Right.
is that she went back to McDonald's, ordered I think she ordered some kind of snack or maybe she just had food with her. I don't know. But she posted up inside of the like the play area, like up in the
Mm-hmm.
tubes, you know, and
They
was
actually
eating
have
her
a play
snack.
area still?
Yeah, some of them do, a lot of them do, and so she was up
That's
there, she ate
wild.
her snack, she, like, recorded a video of herself doing this, eating this snack, and playing her music, and then, I didn't include this video in, the thing, I could probably find it if I need to, but then she was, like, filming down into the restaurant from the play area, like, trying to surveil and see, like, what was going on, and this was just, like, moments before she attacked, this poor manager and stabbed her 15 times and killed
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
Unalived her. Sorry. Oh, I don't know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
supposed to say.
No, you're good. You're good.
You're
This
not
is
allowed
we're
saying the K word.
yeah, no, we're doing educational shit here. This is all for educational purposes.
Allegedly.
It is allegedly as well.
She has
But
not been proven guilty, but there's actually video footage of the attack, which I also didn't include that because I feel like that's just
oh
you
yeah,
don't need to be
nah,
spreading that
we
around.
don't need to show, but we can show this right here. This is the rant before ultimately making the decision.
Yeah, I broke my door in half and I had to pull my gun out on my kids since it's an ad. Well, telling us that, like, the fuck you telling us you pulled a gun out on your kids for? You sound like a fucking psychopath. That's what I wanted to tell her. She was talking about some she blacked out. I'm like, yeah, you must have blacked out if you pulled the gun out on your kids. Like, I'm like, what the fuck you telling me this for? Like, think she's like trying to make it seem like that she big dog or some shit. Give a fuck about you telling me about you pulling the gun on a kid. I don't fucking.
So I'm assuming this. You can hear it in the way she's explaining it. This was like just an example of one of the things that she kind of had to deal with the other person.
Right.
I'm assuming it was a back and forth, low key. It normally always is.
Yeah, there's a few other videos where she explains that apparently this specific manager has sent her home early multiple times.
Yeah. Yep.
But then she has other videos that people found that surfaced on her TikTok where she was filming herself at work, kind of in the back room, moving supply racks and just kind of like not obviously working, but
Right.
making TikTok videos. And so a lot of people were kind of saying like maybe this is why you guys sent home early, like you weren't working. Hello.
Right.
But where I fell down the rabbit hole deep on this bitch is like her Instagram, because I was able to find her Instagram, and this is like a really wild case because a lot of people are actually coming to her defense and stating that they believe that the reason she snapped was because she was under mental duress and she was being bullied. Hold on, I hear a helicopter. What is this now?
Oh man, do you have an air show going on?
I don't know. We do not. We don't. I can hear it, but I can't see it. It sounds
Yeah,
like one of the
well, you
big
gonna
heavy
say
ones.
something, and then all of a sudden I'm gonna start hearing shit, and then that's gonna be really bad.
I don't see it. It's like behind the house.
Mm-hmm.
But so anyway, a lot of people were saying, well, she was bullied and she is standing up for herself
Right.
and she was under mental duress, and apparently she had a roommate that she lived with that was driving her insane. Like there's videos on her, I think it's videos people shared from her TikTok, but they're also on her Instagram of her just like screaming because
Mm-hmm.
she feels like her roommate won't leave her alone. They keep calling her phone. She's trying to work on her music. So like I do kind of get it. Like I'm not gonna sit here and lie and be like I've never wanted to strangle somebody that I've worked for.
I
But I
mean,
think the main thing is that you don't do that. You
right,
have to.
right.
Um, this woman was a single mother of 6 children, unfortunately. Um, so yeah, I
Mm.
don't know what's gonna happen to the kids. Um, but yeah, it's interesting to see how it's all unfolding online because, like I said, oddly enough, there's a lot of people that are coming to this girl's defense and stating that she was a victim of bullying. In
Right.
one of her videos, she claimed that the manager talked down to her and acted like she was above her, but she was a manager, so I mean, she technically was above her, like in the hierarchy of you have your managers and then you have your people that report to the manager. So I mean, I don't know if she just really had a base issue with authority, and that was kind of like what we were saying manifest. That's kind of like what
Mm-hmm.
I think. Um, but yeah, it's just a wild,
Yeah, it's
wild
crazy.
story. If you guys get curious and you want to like her TikTok, she's got some weird videos, man, really weird. And that's what a lot of people are saying too, is that all the signs were there that she had some pretty bad mental health
Mm-hmm.
issues and that there was a crisis going on and that perhaps it could have been prevented. But I just don't know, like that may be the case, but I don't know how. There's really no suggestions as to how anyone would go about preventing something like this. Like you can't really just report someone for being crazy on Instagram or TikTok. So
Yeah, I get
I
it.
don't know.
I get it.
Yeah.
I totally understand that. Um, look, that was the first little section of news, guys. We have some more articles coming up in just a little bit. All right, we have some more things to talk about here on the corner, but we're gonna drive over. What I'm saying, a little bit further down the street. We're gonna head up the spot for the music. What I'm saying, this is gonna be. We have drive-by reviews and we got vibe checks coming through. All right. First up though is Toxic with Inside My Arms. This one is a vibe check, as it is published. It's a house joint, and yeah, King James, he says he's working on a house album. We'll see what's up. This is Inside My Arms though. This is Toxic. Let them know if this right here passes the vibe, y'all. Let's get it.
Think about you and I will run away. Keep on dreaming about it every night. Come with me 'cause you know that I'm not afraid. Our God is both inside of the light. Just wanna let it go all of the way. Everything's pushing us down. Just wanna let you know it's not too late. Nobody's touching you now. Inside my arms. Inside my arms. You know that you'll be safe inside my arms. Inside my arms. You know that you'll be safe inside my arms. Inside my arms. You know that you'll be safe inside my arms. Inside my arms. You know that you'll be safe.
Okay, Toxic, real quick, got a question for you, bro. What exactly did you do to this?
So
You
he
said
said
I
in
did the
chat,
vocals.
yeah, he said it was hard to sing.
Did you? So your name is Nebula.
Dun 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 dun.
That's my question. Because, in fact, we do have a thing here. For those that are new, we do have a thing here that we screen music. Now, we did have an issue on some discrepancies with the screening this past weekend, but I did do some more research after the show. I do watch my own replays to go back and double check things, especially if, in fact, YouTube itself gives me some copyright stuff. I did have a flag on it, so I did a double check. And Toxic, all 3 of your tracks came back as other people, released tracks as other people. So I wanted to understand what exactly you're doing to this. This, you said you did the vocals. Here, this says that the vocals are done by an artist named Nebula.
Are you
So
Nebula?
I'm just curious because I don't know. I don't know. Like, let me hold on. Let me see if I can get it.
This almost feels like something we've had happen before on our show.
Yeah, no, yeah, and this is why we do it. This is why we do it. We just want to make sure everything's situated. You know what I mean? Let me go ahead and get this. I'm gonna throw this in on my other device, right here. So everybody else can double check this, and it's to show that I'm not, I'm not saying anything like that, but
No hate.
not even. I'm just saying if you are in fact Nebula, that'd be great. I don't know why you come in as Toxic, especially on the cover art it says Toxic, but this cover art's different.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, we've had other issues like this. This is one of the reasons why we do it. But I just wanted to double check because when I view the artist here, yeah, this doesn't say it's no correlation. I'm just saying we do our research over here, being that the contest is the contest. It's fortunate though for us that you did not actually win on Sunday, as the discrepancies were huge, based on all 3 of the songs.
Yeah, that would have been a pain in the butt.
Right. But I'm curious. It's weird too, guys. He doesn't have much to say after the question.
I think he left.
Possibly.
I think he
Possibly.
left. Yeah.
Just so you guys are aware, if you have this account or following this account on BandLab, this is where they're posting music that is already published. So just double back and check on that before you choose to make a decision when it comes to collaborations. You know what I mean?
Right. You don't want to get tied up in that. So like you have to be so careful who you collaborate with. Like I'm super picky, but that's one of the reasons why. Because I don't want to.
Totally
I've already sunk so much time into collaborating on tracks that I will never be able to use, and pouring a lot of like emotion and heart and soul.
The biggest thing for us is like, listen, if you have published music, why not send us the published link? Why are you sending us a BandLab link if you have this already? If this is in fact him, I'm not saying it's not, but I'm also saying it is. Like, it's a little bit of a discrepancy here. Because also, like I said, all 3 of the other tracks that he sent in previously were coming from 3 different, I mean completely different artists listed on platforms. So that's why it's a little bit of a, like, I'm confused here. So shit. All right, I'm glad that we didn't have a discrepancy. And I will say there was one. We do use Shazam on the side every show. The Shazam today, it did have a discrepancy right off the grip, so I had to run it again, which is why it did go through for a whole minute and 20 seconds. Normally we get hits in 15 to 30 seconds. That's when it's solidified. But yeah, this one had a little bit of a mishap, so I tried it again, and then this song popped up, which I did share the link in the chat for you guys to see. It's same name and everything.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. If you are out there, Toxic, what happened?
Stop doing that.
It's just weird too, because like every time, like if somebody if that in fact was him, why not just say it's me? Like that is me. You know what I'm saying? You're not even
Because it's
defending
not.
yourself means that it's probably not. Yeah.
It's not you. It's just wild to me that people will take the time out of their life to go around and do this.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, make music. Is it too hard for you? Okay, well then grow a garden or something. Like, you know?
Grow a garden. I'm dead. I am so dead, bro. I am so dead. Oh man. I mean, listen, I don't know. Shout out
Tend to
though.
your tomatoes.
Shout out though, Toxic. I am gonna go over here really quickly though. I'm gonna get rid of that, and then we don't really like this in the community, so I'm gonna take the privilege of ixing you right out the joint as it is. Let me
Hate to see you go. Hope the door doesn't hit you where the good Lord split you.
Right. Oh, they already left. Nope, they didn't. I'm good. I got it.
Oh, I was gonna say if he already left, that's just.
That would have been crazy.
I mean, I was
what's good,
probing a
Sincere,
little
bro? What's
bit.
good, King James? What's good, C-Boy? What's good to everybody in the chat? I appreciate you guys sliding through, and apologies for not know, interacting as much. We just had some things to investigate.
We had to
that we
address
needed to get cleared
it.
out. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Again, I am kind of a little bit of a I guess relieved would be the word.
Yeah.
Because they, with 3 out of 3, now we know why 3 out of 3 got the first ever, top 4.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not
They're
going to count that
professionally.
either. I'm not even going to count that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm taking it out the quote unquote history books.
Yeah.
And
It doesn't
that's still
count.
that's still up for grabs for somebody's original music to be able to take out the top, you know what I'm saying, the top 3. We still stand strong with a lot of people coming through and getting 2 out of 3 of their submissions in the top. So that's super dope. But yeah, respectfully, that's getting ixed right out the fucking history books.
No, don't try to do that shit here. You might be able to pull that shit off somewhere else.
Right.
But not
yeah.
here, not on a corner, not downtown.
Nope. You can ask about us, man. Ask about us if you need to. Shout out to everybody joining up,
on
though.
our shit.
We do have a track here. This one is also a vibe checked. It was released yesterday from I think it's Heath Latin or Leighton. I'm not really sure the pronunciation here. I would assume.
Leighton.
Yeah, I don't know. I would presume that it's Latin, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. If you can let us know in the chat, though, that'd be great. It's called Look at You. It's a vibe check. This one says featuring Rocket, Double Entendre, and CT No. Not no like yes no. No like CT I know, like, you know, so CT No. Look at You, though. Let's see what he's talking about. Let's get it.
I'll be alone shark with them lyrics that getting tired of hearing, and you're trying to be spitting and shitting on anyone trying to give your ass advice. Try and be nice before your poor hollowed out soul begin to descend to your earned up end, and that's it in the end.
I done gave you a chance out the chance to go on and get Desiree hair before Desiree start to act up. Now Desiree then step to back up these suckers, then try to play me. Now look what they done made me do. A 30-round clip, do you really want to hear these blues? Hell no, you don't wanna feel it. My money, you need to get it. Not partial or portion, I want it all, including pennies. If wanting is needed, I donate something to arms and lead. If wanting ain't heated, I donate lit to your food of thought. A thought to the food is you lose your life by the bread and butter. A couple of buses,
undercover. She despised the cop wave suit up undercover. She an undercover lover. Eyes more games and lies. AKs and 9s. Brains for the bulldog, hard to find. This little lady, age like fine wine. Blow like a landmine.
Yeah, that was Look at You, Heath. I believe Leighton, on that one there. They might have dipped. I was trying to see if I can get the right name. But yeah, I mean, that was alright. It was alright. It was dope. It was dope.
I swear I heard my name in there.
I went
AJ
back.
heard it too.
Look, I went back. I went back in on the other device. I was trying to fucking hear it. I don't know. I think I heard Desire.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe it was
just
said
like,
a different way.
what?
I don't know.
What did I do? What did I do?
Oh man. We do have a vibe check coming up from Sincere, but right now we have a drive-by review. So everybody in the chat, man, y'all already know what to do. Lock and load. C-Boy coming through with Man of the Year. This one is a Whips work in progress. We're going to let them know what's up with this one here with a drive-by. You guys can do the same. Make sure y'all get locked and loaded and let them know. Shoot your shot, though, and let them know what you think. This is Man of the Year. C-Boy. Hey. You better duck.
Talking reckless, that's everything I expected. Jesus with me everywhere I go, I keep him on my necklace. I just take care of the needy, but don't ever get my credit. I remember where I came from and I won't forget it. I just wanna make a difference, I don't want your diamond necklace. When it comes to spreading love, yo, I think I got a fetish. I've been spitting like the Reverend ever since I was 11. Never look for handouts, if I want it, then I'll go and get it. I don't need a gun, give me a mic and I'll be okay. Pause the beat, hold up, can you hear me like the 808? We never twist the truth, we keep it real, we never fabricate. If you don't comprehend analogies, then I'll elaborate. I don't want your money, cars, and clothes, I wanna pave the way. For youngins in the ghetto that may never see another day. I know I got a long way to go, but hey, I'm on my way. I put my faith in God, and one day I'm bound to hear him say, I'm the man of the year, 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 I'm the man of the year. I put in work, I go so hard, now I'm the man of the year, I'm the man of the year, I'm the man of the year, I'm the man of the year. I used to be the underdog, now I'm the man of the year. I don't need an AKA to knock these people's face away. I just need a mic and gradually I watch them fade away. I got them getting drunk off my lyrics like it's Alizé. If Lil Wayne can make it rain, then I can make it hurricane. Hey, baby, I'ma shoot my shot, Carmelo Anthony. I hate to say this, people dead already, that's not in the grave. Can't let my thoughts ahead of me, that's why sometimes I meditate. Don't wanna be on EBT, I wanna be on MTV. And never judge a person by their skin, that's how it's supposed to be. Don't even need a 30, cause I keep my Bible close to me. I know that I'm the chosen one, that's why the devil pokes in me. They try to bring me down and tell me that there ain't no hope for me. I ain't trying to hear you talk that nonsense in my ear. It took me over 20 years to be the man of the year. I said, I ain't trying to hear you talk that nonsense in my ear. It took me over 20 years, now I'm the man of the year. 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 I put in work, I go so hard, now I'm the man of the year. 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 I used to be the underdog, now I'm the man of the year. I'd like to give this award to a very special somebody, and that somebody, his name is C-Boy. And I'd like to grant you the award for Man of the Year.
Yeah, that's C-Boy right there, Man of the Year. We're going to be giving this a drive-by review. I believe we heard this, or was I think this might have been something that I heard on the side. Did we both hear this?
I don't think I've heard this. I really like this.
Okay,
I
so this
feel
was
like I
on
would
a separate.
remember
This was
it.
on a private party.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was at a private party that I heard this one. Okay, so I have a little bit of different knowledge versus what this originally was sounding like. Um, but I'm gonna let you go ahead. Go ahead on your first take on this one.
Okie dokie. So on this one, I really love this song. I have 4, 5, and 5. So 4 for quality. I really love the beat and the flow that he was hitting here kind of like was giving me Kendrick Lamar vibes a little bit because it was just so like
Mm-hmm.
syncopated and like perfect, like just so good. And I just would the only critique that I have is like just boost your vocals up a little bit because there's a lot going on in that backing track, including, the man of the air
Mm-hmm.
vocals and stuff. It's kind of like fighting with you just a little bit. So looking at your waves, like it's already pretty much up there. You don't want to get into like cheese block territory. So I would say maybe compress your vocals, stereo spread a little bit if you need to. You could bring that backing track down a little bit. You could even possibly try to stereo spread the backing track. I don't really know what you have going on in your mix. So those
I
are just some
feel like
ideas.
low key his like this tail end right here from like not the highlighted part, but the tail end. I feel
Mhm.
like this is his vocals, right?
Yeah.
I think if that I don't know if that's a sample within the beat itself or if it's a separate like its own sample on its own stem. But if it is in the beat itself, it might even be just a beat issue. You just figuring out
Yeah.
the beat itself. His vocals might sound fine if that is in fact what that is. You know what I mean?
Right. That's what's hard sometimes when you have a full beat that you're working with and you don't
Right.
have individual stems is that you can't stereo spread. Like you can't push that man of the year vocal back a little bit in the mix to get it to not compete with you so much. So,
Right.
um
And they have the
there
splitter,
is
but the
the
splitter is
splitter.
very
Yeah.
it's very touch and go when it
It
comes to
is
that.
touchy and it doesn't it's not a clean split and like you could use it a little bit, but you might get artifacting and
Mm-hmm.
I mean best suggestion for most of those cases is to buy full rights and get stems.
Right.
But I get that we're not all in this spot where we can do that. So
Right.
I'm just also at the end where he's like in the song sort of like accepting the award. I think it'd be really fun if he just kind of experimented a little bit with different room noise or sort of like adding reverb to that so that it sounds like he's up on us because you have the audience noise happening in the
Right.
background and I want to hear like a sort of like a reverb that you would expect to hear in like a full auditorium or
Right. Right.
in a venue where you're accepting
Where
an
the
award.
ceremony,
So
yeah, where the ceremony would be
yeah.
happening, right.
Yeah, so I would say just tweak that at the very end and that oh my god, that would pop this off so much and it would be so good. Otherwise, like relatability, I have a 5. I really love the message in this song. Like it's super inspiring and I feel like it's a breath of fresh air for like some of the lyrics and stuff that we hear a lot. This is positive and he's talking about I got Jesus on my necklace, like I'm good. I got this shit. Like I'm man of the year. Let's go. Like I'm not afraid of anything. I feel like this is that song you could put on your way to the gym, cruising in the car. Like I'm gonna go do my best leg day ever.
I
You know
hear
what I
that.
mean? And replayability, I have a 5 because I loved it. I think it was a really really great song. So good job, yay!
I hear that. Where did it go? Hold on. Okay. My fault. For this, I look, with everything you said, right? I was there. Um,
Mm,
and the experimenting part that low key was something I was gonna add too is just seeing what he could really play with. Like I get he's got
yeah,
his vocal in there as that, but if he wanted he could probably do some modulation to that, make it sound a little bit more different, and then have his own vocal come in like as if he's coming up and like wave into the crowd like what's up, yeah, 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 you know what I mean, something like
like
that.
have that little bit of microphone noise when he like picks it
When he
up
picks it up or
and
hits it by
yeah,
mistake, and you hit him
make
with
a
like you can hit him with a
moment.
joke and shit, like hit
Yeah,
it and be like, "Oh, my bad, did I break it?" Shit like that, like little
make a
things like that
moment
could.
out of it.
Right, right, yup, yup. I definitely hear that. For me across the board right now, I'm like 3. I'm at a 3. 4 for the relatability, and then probably be a 4 for the replay as I can still, you know, probably hear some things that I might even think about, experimenting with as far as critiques for me to be able to hear it again. But that was dope. That was dope, man. And I swear he says he just made it. I swear to God, man, he played this beforehand. To me, I don't know if it
haven't
was
heard
like
it.
a raw shooters
I
joint
I would remember it because
or
I really
something.
like.
Not us, not us. I'm not saying if you don't remember, then it definitely wasn't here on the corner or nothing. I just feel like I have heard this before or something. I don't know. I don't know. I might be just tripping. You
Yeah,
know
I
what I'm
just
saying? I might have to tie the shoes. You know what I'm saying? I
okay.
might just be tripping. Um, Let me
So
see here.
nobody just walked up to me and was kind of pointing out in chat. He was asking for some help as far as like the engineering side of things. So I mean, yeah, we can definitely help with that. Um,
That's what the Discord's for, bro.
yeah,
Let us know
I'd
what
be
you
happy
need
to
help
take a
with, and
stab
when we
at
got
it.
time, we can look at it. We got to know about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
OC's, I'll be honest, OC's mixing skills are probably better than mine,
Right.
especially when it comes to male vocals, and rap. Because I do rap here and there, but my forte is more singing. So he might be better suited to help, but either of us will definitely help. Like, I don't think it really needs that much work though. Like,
Right.
it's
Right.
so like it's so good.
Right. And as far as getting an engineer, he said I need an engineer. Look, that's again with the Discord's for, man. We have producers and we have sound engineers. We have a whole bunch of different people that specialize in specific, areas of music. So you just got to reach out, and then you might be able to find somebody that you could possibly work with full
Yeah.
time. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I'm
I'd
just
be
saying.
happy to like I've done a little bit of messing with mixing and mastering and things like that. And I feel like, I mean, I'd be happy to take a stab at it if you want.
Well,
I
yeah, I'm
don't know if
saying
I
I
can make
stab
it
at this, but
sound better.
he's talking about me, he needs engineer help. Like
Oh, like full
if you
time.
want, you could get you might be able to find a full-time person that really fucks with your sound and that knows how to, utilize your sound as it is and not have to change it so much. Because a lot of times you'll be like, "Hey, I need some help with
Right.
this," and then an engineer will pop in it, and next thing you know, you're like, "That don't even sound like me."
Right.
Do you know what
Well,
I'm
and I would
saying?
say
So,
too, like one huge caveat that you're gonna have to get used to, especially if you're from like the band lab world, is that if you're gonna work with somebody and you want to be able to give them full creative reign of your vocals, that you might have to be comfortable giving them raws, and that can be really
right,
scary.
right.
Like really scary.
Some people
Yeah,
aren't
like I
comfortable with
sent
it. Like, wait a
I
minute, I
sent
don't want them to know how much I sugarcoated this. You know what I mean?
right.
Like,
But the
look,
fact of the matter is
they're gonna do it anyway.
everything that you hear is tuned, everything that you hear is
Right,
like is sugar coated. So like I've sent my raws to K3. He's heard that shit. He's played that on his lives, and he's live mixed and mastered my raw vocal stems, which to me, I'm like sitting there dying because I feel like it's super embarrassing. But at the end of the day, it's like nobody's listening to your voice as critically as you are.
right, right.
So if you really wanna,
Not to mention, like doing it like that. Like you think about it in that essence of like, oh man, my raws, like they're gonna sugarcoat it anyway. That's what you're there for,
right,
is for them to
right.
do that. So like, you might as well.
Let them sprinkle their sugar. And that's the thing, like I was feeling hella fucking cuz and I'm actually really glad that he ended up doing it live because I actually got to experience live watching somebody manipulate my vocal, move it around, and then plug in Melodyne, tune it
Right.
slightly,
It was
add
like
some
you were there
reverb.
with him. It's like you're sitting in the
Yes,
studio with him and watching him push the buttons and tweaks the knobs and all that.
right.
Yeah, yeah,
And by the time I'm, like, watching him, and I'm like, "This is similar to what I would be doing in band lab," but obviously he's working in a different DAW, and it was
right,
interesting to watch and learn how he was manipulating my vocal, and maybe he didn't do as much as I normally would do, but he doesn't hear my voice the same way that I do. It's just like if you do your own makeup, you might put on way more than if you went to an actual makeup artist and they're
right,
trained in that, and they don't put as much makeup on your skin because you don't actually need that much makeup, and
right.
and then at the end result you're like, "Oh, it still looks really
You go in
good.
there looking like Bozo the Clown. They're like, what the fuck?
Take this off."
They're like,
This
Jesus
is not a
Christ.
we're not going to a drag show, lady. Yeah.
Jesus. Oh man.
But like, that's what I'm saying, though, is by the end of that show, like, the very beginning of his life, I was mortified and almost, like, part of me started to get kinda mad at him because I was like, "Bro,
Oh no, I
I
seen
sent you
it. I
my
seen you.
raws.
I seen
I
you.
didn't know you were gonna share that out for the whole motherfucking world to see." All the people, there weren't that many people watching, but I started feeling in I started getting in my feels a little bit about it because I was like, "I trusted you."
Hey,
But
nah,
then,
look, at the same time,
hey,
you can submit your raws to a studio engineer too, but who's to say he
yeah.
ain't the only one in the studio while he's working on it?
Right, exactly, and by the end of it, like, it was sounding really good, and I really don't think there's anybody out there that, if you're part of the music industry or the music world, you have to expect, to some degree, that what you're hearing isn't natural. Like, it's not
Mhm.
perfect. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm sitting out here on my porch with my acoustic guitar and I sing a song to you, that's one thing. But if I'm in a studio and I'm recording my vocals, like, we can polish that. We can make it sound perfect. And
Right.
there's a whole layer to, like, live performance, I think, um, that enhances, like, just the experience itself enhances a person's voice and their presence and their connection to you, the energy that you feel, the vibe of the venue, all of that can
Right.
make the performance so much more enjoyable, and you don't necessarily get that when you're listening to a recorded track through a studio session. So,
I mean,
yeah.
the biggest takeaway from it though is like send it to him raw so you get your money's worth.
Mhm.
That's for me. I equivalent it to like going to a car detail shop after just detailing your own car because you didn't
Right,
want them
why
to
would
see
you
him
do
how
that?
dirty it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right, let me just
Like
clean my
you
car real
just
quick
paid
so they
all this
don't
money for
judge
a
me.
detail over here from the shop, and it's
Yeah,
basically clean. You ain't getting your money's worth.
right. Because
Like,
that's the thing, like, a lot of times when if people really fuck with your voice and they love what you're doing, whether you're rapping or you're singing or even just talking, um, there's a lot of nuance there.
mm-hmm.
That's what causes them to like your sound. And
Right,
and unfortunately, a lot of the times when we apply, denoise, we apply normalization, we apply voice cleaner, we apply vocal tuning, we apply studio stereo effect, and we add all these layers on top. It does tend to bury some of the nuance and some of the things that maybe we don't hear that other people hear in our voice that they love about our voice.
right.
So I didn't mean to go off on a huge tangent with this, but
Oh, nah, you're good.
I think that it's huge to just trust who you're, and I trust K3. Like, I know, and even when I saw him pulling my raws on his live, I was like, "You little motherfucker." But I'm not mad at him. He did great. Like, the song is he's still working on it, so we're not done with that yet, but it sounded pretty fucking good. And it never would have sounded that good if I wouldn't have been comfortable sending him raws. So,
Right, right. I
yeah,
understand. I
just gotta
get
do
it.
it. Bite
I
the
get
bullet.
it. I totally get it. We do have back on the news side of things, right? This one here, I thought this was odd. I'm not sure if people are familiar with. I know you're familiar with Coca-Cola, right? But
Coca-Cola.
they came out with a machine. You know how like you can get Coca-Cola in the store and you can get like the can or the bottle or whatever, and it's got a name already on it.
Yeah.
Well, they got a machine
Can you
now
make
that
your own name?
you can personalize them, right? Not just a name. You can you can do like phrases. It's up to so many characters and shit like that.
I
But
have that machine. It's called a Cricket.
now listen, this machine here though, they're getting
Uh-oh.
backlash for this now. So
Uh-oh, what happened?
this machine apparently has limitations to certain words,
Oh.
right? Now
It
check.
doesn't beep it doesn't beep at you and tell you to be less white?
Nah, listen. It's a whole nother tip, man. It's a whole nother tip because there's words that it does allow, and then there's yeah, some that don't. Um,
Hmm.
I'm gonna see if I can get this one on screen so y'all can see it a little bit better than this, but let me double back here. I think,
That Cricket allows all words, just saying.
well, yeah. But no, this dude's here. I think he's with his kids at the machine trying to get it. But he went to type something in and it gave him a message. So he decided to try to experiment some stuff, right? Typing things in.
All right.
And yeah, it got crazy when I looked at it. I was like, "Excuse me?"
Oh,
But
don't
yeah,
make
check
me
it
need to change to Pepsi. Come on,
check it
man.
out, man. Like I said, Coca-Cola getting some backlash for this right here. Check it out.
Coke store, you can personalize a message. You can put Allah loves you. Or you could even put, let me see, let's just try it out. Buddha loves you.
Now check this out.
But
You can't put Jesus,
you
can you?
cannot even type in the word Jesus.
Says, "Whoops, sadly we cannot automatically allow this text to on this can." And then
We
it
cannot
says,
allow this text on the can.
then it says, "There
Nope.
is good news. If you feel this is a mistake, please speak to a store representative. They will happily review the system decision." So it's not even like the people can come in and like make it like bypass it. They can just look at it and be like, "We're going to review this." What are they being told?
What the actual fuck?
Look,
I'm
I'm just
actually so
saying.
pissed. I'm so pissed. There's a bottle
Everything
of
else
Coke
is
in the
good, though.
fridge right now that Ron got me from the store, and I haven't even opened it
Even
yet.
if
And I'm
I
like, I
put-
don't want to drink that shit.
Let's see,
What the
Satan.
fuck is that about?
Oh, no, bro.
What the fuck
Hold
is
on.
that about?
You know what's crazy though is that's not just the name Jesus. That's also Jesus. So like
Yeah, Jesus.
what you know what I
There's
mean?
tons of that's a very
Do you see what he's
popular
typing in now,
name
though?
Mm-mm.
He's typing in Satan right now,
Satan
and it worked.
loves you.
Oh
You can
my
put that.
God! So you could say Allah, and what
You
was the
can put
second one he
Satan
did? I
loves you,
You
missed
say
that.
Allah loves you,
Allah,
Buddha loves you. But when you
Buddha.
type in this word,
But you can't say Jesus, and you can say
you
Satan.
can't even type the word in.
Why can't you say Jesus?
That's crazy.
Why can't you say
That's
Jesus?
ridiculous.
I'm just
Why?
saying, guys. I'm just saying. I
Why?
seen this came across, and I was like, wait a minute, hold up, what?
Dude, get the.
I'm saying.
I'm not. All right. I literally was like, no, OC, don't make it so I can't drink Coke anymore. I'm not drinking Coke anymore. That's gonna be my last bottle, and I might have to make a video about it. Like, this is my last bottle of Coke.
Now,
I
I'm
should've
not
just jumped down the
sure.
sink.
I'm not sure. And again, this is only one video that I've been able to find. I haven't found any other like quote unquote kiosks that have done this. But again, I don't know if anybody else has really tried.
That's
Do you know what I'm
wild.
saying? This dude specifically, though, he was trying it, and like I said, he was making it. I believe it was for his kids, is what it's the video, because this is just a clip from it. There's like a longer
Well,
video.
see, that's not like a weird. That's not unheard of because there was one story that I found really interesting, and I can't remember the exact song, but
Mhm.
there was it was with Fortnite, and it was the emotes, and
Okay.
I can't remember what emote it was, but it mentioned something about Jesus, and everybody freaked out, and they were like, "Take this out of there!" And so they removed it, they edited it, or whatever. They took that part out of the song. I think they bleeped it, so they just whenever it would say Jesus, it was like
Oh,
silent,
wow.
right? But fast forward a couple of months, and they have the Ice Spice. She a devil, that whole.
Yes, I get what you're
They
saying.
didn't
I do
have
get
that
what you're
part.
saying. I
They
see what
didn't
you're saying,
have
though.
that part in the emote. Okay, so it was just like part of one of the verses, I guess, and
Right.
it didn't actually have the she a devil
No, but
part.
it's the reference to the song.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
everyone started freaking out saying, "Hey, this isn't the part of the song that we want. We want the she a devil part in the song." So they edited the emote and they brought it back and they put she a devil, and now that emote was literally just in the store like I think last week or yesterday or whatever. Every time they change it, I can't remember, but
Right.
they
That's
switched
crazy.
that up. They switched that shit up. And so I think actually, if I remember correctly, that the thing with Jesus, I might have misspoke. I don't think that there was any actual outrage about the word Jesus. I think that they just inherently bleeped it, if I remember correctly. And then when Ice Spice,
Which would be consistent with
With this ideology, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know if there's again, I don't know how deep people go into looking at things, but there's been and I'm not going to bring it up because the clip I found was like probably 6 minutes long. Now, mind you, 6 minutes of clips, right?
Mhm.
Now, these are clips basically where you have professional athletes doing post interviews and thanking God and thanking Jesus, da 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 da. Da.
And
But
they bleep them out.
that's live. Now, whenever they show like on the sports networks and shit, whenever they show the replay of that, conveniently they're all that section is taken out.
See, that's what I'm saying though. Like,
Listen, also
that's wild.
within sports, there was some things. I believe soccer had it most recently where they were wearing like headbands with like crosses or Jesus or something written on it, and live they were bleeping it out live.
No.
And I was like, that's crazy.
Dude,
That's actually
that
crazy.
is crazy. Like, I can't. I mean, biblically, it does make sense. Like, biblically, it is absolutely what we should expect. But at at the same time, it's just looking at it from a perspective that's not even from my religious viewpoints as an American, and as we have the right to free speech. Like, what the fuck?
Well, see
Are you serious?
that's where I was going with this, the free speech part, right? That's where I was going with this because even then the free speech is getting fucking is getting censored in itself. I'm not sure
Mm.
how many people are familiar with this, but there's now it's adjudicated in I think 37 states where now state workers, state contractors, whenever they do a job, they need to sign a contract that says that their company will not boycott Israel or condone
yeah.
in any of the boycotting of Israel. But here's the thing. It's okay to boycott America.
Well, and it's okay to boycott Christianity.
Right. Right.
Why okay, what? Like, literally, our founding fathers came to this country to escape religious persecution. Okay? So I understand the outcry and the outrage when people talk about bringing prayer back to schools. As a Christian, I think that would be, in my ideal world, that would be great. But I also have the logical mind and the understanding of the world that I live in enough to understand that not everybody believes the same thing that I believe.
Right. And
So
schools are not all the same
schools,
people. Like that's the biggest
exactly.
thing that when they they put this up for discussion and everybody's like, "Oh, it should be automatic." Wait, hold on. It can be automatic in your home. That's fine.
Or if you choose to send your children to a Christian academy,
Right.
that's fine.
Private, something private. Like that's
But
the
I
reason
do
for it.
agree, like, that shouldn't, and I'm a Christian, and I do think, and my daughter has herself decided that she is Christian. But I wouldn't expect her to go to school and have a Bible class because I know
Right.
that this is not God's world. We were told this in the Bible, that this is Satan's domain. And so you have to come to the realization that you're not it's not going to follow the kingdom of
Everybody,
God
right.
the kingdom of God won't easily be inherited
Mhm.
in this world. So you have to bring it, you have to seek it yourself. Um but this example, I'm gonna definitely be looking into this because I already have an idea in my head. I'm like, I want to make t-shirts that say "Fuck Coca-Cola, Jesus loves you."
Wow.
Just like,
That is, yeah. I didn't mean to burst anybody's bubble because low key,
nah.
it could have been any company, but I'm just saying they release these kiosks that help customize your can when you buy it,
But
but
see, like,
it's just weird that it's telling you can't do that.
I wasn't surprised though. Like, did you hear me? I called it out
Mm-hmm.
before he even. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be Jesus. You can't say Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I knew.
Yeah.
It's wild. It's wild.
This
Jesus
one.
does love you. If in case anybody wonders, he does.
So check
I'll be
it.
the
This
first
one
to say it.
this one here, you sent it. I have some knowledge of it, but you had a little bit more information about this one here. This one here is about a father, you said, and a daughter.
Yeah. Yeah, this is actually kind of interesting based on what you just
Talked about.
showed
Yes,
us.
that's
Yeah.
kind of why
Very fitting.
they weren't together, but I pieced them together. So yeah.
Excellent segue, sir. Yeah, so this is a father in Washington. He and his wife are currently, I believe
Washington
they're
State,
waiting.
right? It's Washington State.
State. Yes,
Okay.
Washington State. They are both currently awaiting trial for attempted murder of their daughter. And essentially, what I've gathered from my research is that the daughter, they are immigrants. The daughter was expected to travel to Iraq to participate in an arranged marriage with a man from Iraq. She did not want to participate in this. And in this clip, she's headed home from school. School's dismissed for the day. She's just outside of the school property on the sidewalk, walking to her boyfriend's home with her boyfriend. And you'll see the father rolls up on her and tries to strangle her. A lot of people are calling it an attempted honor killing because apparently in Iraq, that is something that is common when a child deviates from the accepted
Norm. Yeah.
path, the norm that that their parents have set out for them. I don't want to speculate and say that maybe there was a dowry involved, but I do kind of feel like that might have something to do with this because historically that sort of is what surrounds arranged marriages and things like
Mm-hmm.
that. But the father attacked the daughter and tried to strangle her. The
Can you just explain
boyfriend,
just for the one in including the replay? Can you just explain
yeah,
what that is so that they have an idea of what you mean? I know what you mean, but just so they know what you mean.
So you'll see the dad in the replay like attacking the daughter, and then the boyfriend basically tries to fight him off. A passerby stops and gets out of his vehicle to try to fight them off. And yeah, and then the second clip that I sent you shows the father. He's been apprehended by police at that point, and the mother crying on the lawn saying he didn't do anything wrong. Apparently, this girl also had another sister that was in the area at the time. She didn't try to stop it. But yeah, it's the clips do speak for themselves. They are graphic, so I will put that out there.
Yes,
That
yes,
you don't want
graphic in nature,
you don't
guys.
want to see
We
it.
are explicit warning, so it just kind of ties into that. This is the first clip here though, that she was talking about. This is kind of later in the attack itself. Damn, homeboy in the vest walked over with like a sturdy walk. He looked like he was gonna
Yes,
just fuck people
on
up,
a mission.
Low key, he had that slow. Who the fuck is this guy? Kind of
Right,
walk.
right.
Yeah, that's crazy though. That's that video there. We also have this angle as well that will get you guys. But yeah, this is crazy. Let me fix this because this is a whole new one.
Oh yeah.
Let me fix this angle and this angle. There we go. All right. Now, yeah, this is the YouTube video that has a little bit of a different angle for it.
After their 17-year-old daughter refused to be flown to Iraq for an arranged marriage, Ihsan, 44, and Zara, 40, allegedly attempted to strangle her in an honor killing outside her school in Washington.
Okay, we're gonna walk to my car over here, okay?
Ihsan attacked his daughter while classmates tried to save her, with his wife Zara and eldest daughter Haneen watching. The younger daughter's 16-year-old boyfriend tried to defend her, but was allegedly punched by her father, while a passerby also stepped in to stop the assault.
Let me just talk to my wife. Hanin! Zahra!
Following the attack, Isan was charged with attempted murder, along with his wife Zara. However, their other daughter, Haneen, who defended her father's actions and is accused of trying to fend off her younger sister's classmates, has not been charged.
I understand. I'm going to give you some grace, right? But you need to take her home. Okay? If you guys don't go home,
Their 17-year-old daughter was taken to hospital for treatment and a strangulation exam, and her boyfriend suffered a boxer's fracture as he tried to get Isan off of her.
Damn.
After the attack, her mother Zara fled to Canada, but was ultimately arrested with attempted murder.
Fled to Canada. She got away too.
Tell me you're guilty without telling me you're guilty.
Right. But also, why was she not handcuffed there?
Well, the guy, the police officer, you can hear him in the footage. He says, "Look, I'm going to try to kind of like give you the benefit of the doubt. Take your mom home. But if you don't take her home,
yeah,
I'm going to arrest her." And then I think she fled. She's probably under investigation at that point because I don't think that she was actively participating in the assault. So yeah. But what's crazy I find about this footage essentially, and some of the reactions that I've read in regards to what you see here, is a lot of people have said, well, why would they do this on a public street, like on a sidewalk outside of a school? You know, that's so silly. Like, why wouldn't they do this in their own home? Which that's kind of a crazy thing to be thinking about anyway.
Regardless.
But I think that it does stand to draw a circle around a really big issue, which is that they did not think that there would be an issue because where they are from, the logic and the thought process in that culture is that this is acceptable. So you could walk down the street and possibly see this happening, and you know, it's an honor killing. And a lot of people have argued that it's more part of the culture of these countries than necessarily the religion. I'm not too sure about that. I'm not well versed like in the Quran or whatever. Like I don't really know. But I think it just really is a like just striking thing to really think about the fact that they did not have any hesitation to do this in public.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way that I logically can understand that they would not think that there's a problem with that is that where they're from, there's not a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I think when people, they want to maybe support Palestine or things that are going on over there, you don't truly understand the mindset of these cultures. I know a little bit because Ron, he served for many years in the military, and he was in Iraq, and so he saw firsthand, what these things are like and like how these people think, and it's just not something that we as a Western culture can comprehend because it doesn't apply to us. We're not raised around that. But to me, I think it's just it really does tell a story as to what it's like over there to see a mother and father try to kill their own daughter in public on the sidewalk outside of her school with her classmates all around and think that there's not anything wrong with that and no one's going to try to stop them.
Now, see, back to what you were talking about though earlier with as far as the arranged marriage part, there's probably something in that of value, right? When it comes to this arranged marriage part. So that's probably what she inevitably was like fucking up in this whole ordeal.
Right.
Which would have given them that incentive to go that far. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And see, that's where like me as a parent, like I can't even remotely begin to understand like killing your child because of something like this, but that's where like I just feel like it draws a really clear line in the sand as to like we do not understand the way that these people think. We do not understand what's been normalized in their culture. And you
Mhm.
can see that they've obviously not fully assimilated. I mean, they're wearing headdresses and things like that. So they're still very much like actively a part of that culture, even though they're living in the United States. And yeah, I mean, the United States is here. We're open for immigrants, and if you come in legally, we're happy to have you, and we'll, embrace your culture. But I really don't think we're gonna start embracing honor killings, and you can't do that shit here.
Right.
Like, end of story. Leave that in Iraq, because you can't come to the United States and try to honor kill your daughter in front of her freaking high school.
Mhm.
It's so wild to me. Like, it's just wild. It's wild to me, the mom's reaction. Like, she's crying. When I first saw this, I thought she was crying because she just witnessed her husband trying to kill her daughter. No,
Right,
she was
right.
crying because her husband was getting arrested and she was saying that he didn't do anything wrong. Like, I can't, I'm not
Mhm.
trying to be like super racist or closed-minded or whatever, but I feel like any culture that normalizes this sort of behavior is probably a problem. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. Because that's just wild. It's
Right.
wild.
I hear that. I hear that. That is that it. For me, like I said, it's just mind-boggling. Like putting yourself in the shoes of like the daughter in that
Oh my
situation and
god,
being
I
like, "Oh,
know.
hey, dad. Oh, what are you doing?" And you know what I mean?
Oh, I'm just gonna kill you real quick.
Right.
Well, and the thing that I don't understand either is, like, I get, like, okay, so apparently it's called an honor killing from where they're from, but, like, how does that, like, why wouldn't you just maybe be like the Amish, for example? They're a very, very radical community of people with very radical religious beliefs.
Mhm.
And if their children decide during Ramen staunch or whatever the heck it's called, that they don't want to be part of the Amish community anymore, they're very often ostracized, cut off completely from their family, and left to fend for themselves. Why not just do that? Why not
Right.
just cut her off and kick her out and be like, go? You have to kill her? Like, what? But I think it really just drills down to, like, the problematic beliefs of possibly, I'm assuming, Muslim religion, and I don't know that much about Muslim religion, so again, I'm
I
kinda
mean, it
talking
just
out my
shows the
ass.
extreme. It just goes to show the
It's so
extreme
extreme.
of the different cultures everywhere.
Yes, because the very fact that it would be considered an honor killing would mean that at the end of their lives, when the father and the mother pass on, that they would be honored because they unalived their daughter because she didn't want to be married to an Iraq man that she
Mhm.
didn't know. And it's the same ideology that follows the belief that, well, I went into a very large building with a ton of people with, dynamite strapped to my chest and blew it up, but I'm going to be rewarded in the afterlife because I killed a lot of infidels.
Mhm.
Or the same ideology that causes someone to hijack a fucking airplane and fly it into a motherfucking building. I'm going to be honored in the afterlife because I did something honorable for my religion and my culture.
Mhm.
And it's just
Well,
very scary.
it just shows you the difference too, not just in that, but as the word honor in itself carries a lot of different weight
Right.
for different parts of the world. It's
And so
similar to all the words low key for that matter. You know what I'm saying? They just they hold weight differently. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And
absolutely.
that includes America. Like we have our own different systems in place where certain people are connected to certain people, and if they don't do something that they're supposed to, you normally find them in the headlines.
Right.
So like,
In the
I mean,
headlines, getting arrested and due process, but not
well, no,
necessarily
I'm talking
strangled
about
on
the other
the
ones.
street.
I'm talking about the other ones as well.
Right.
The other ones that are perfectly fine one day and then all of a sudden they randomly did this or this to themselves and you're like, "Wait, what?"
Oh, right, exactly. Yeah.
That's a
I
little weird.
mean, yeah. And so but I do feel like it's just evil. I I
It
I
is.
I don't know how else to put that. And like again, I don't know anything about Muslim religion. I've never read the Quran. Not even sure if those two things are related. I think they are. But I just know as a mom, when I had my baby, I inherently loved her because she's my child, and I would take a bullet for my daughter any day of the week, any motherfucking day of the week. And so I can't understand what type of crazy brainwashing and sociological effects you have to endure to come up like this.
Mm-hmm.
To come up like, well, we're not getting a dowry for selling our daughter to a man in Iraq to be his wife, so we're just going to kill her. And then when we go to heaven, we'll be blessed by our God that we believe in for doing something honorable. That's your
Right.
child. That's your flesh and blood. Like, you literally held them when they were a baby and fed them and nurtured them all these years. And you're just gonna that's what scares me, because that's what makes me feel like that people from other places just don't have any respect for human life at all. And
Right.
that's horrible, especially their own child. Like,
Yeah.
I can't even begin to understand this woman crying because her husband was being arrested and literally saying he didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
Wow.
I get it.
Wow.
I
It's
totally
just
get it.
crazy. It's so sobering. Like, it's just so sobering. I think it just really stands to make us, if anything, we could take away something positive from it, to make us feel grateful that we don't live in a society that kind of perpetuates these ideologies,
I
because
mean, yet,
not yet, right?
I'm just
But
saying.
yeah.
Look, we all are aware of the floods in Texas.
Mhm.
Well, for the most part, if you guys aren't aware, you can look it up. But there was also other floods elsewhere. There was some bunch of different natural disasters quote unquote alleged natural disasters popping off all over the country. Now, there was also some things happening all over the world, as of the week of July 4th, right? We now, as far as New York, not where I'm particularly at, but the state of New York has now had their fair share of flooding. This time in the subway systems. So
Gosh.
yeah, this happened just last night, in New York City subways.
A flash flood warning for all 5 boroughs last night.
Some subway stations flooded, and this morning some roads, they're still closed. Good Day's Haley Fixler, she is in Chelsea this morning with a look at how things are going and a look at some of that video from down in the subways. Good morning, Haley.
Good morning, Dan, Jashani. Yeah, it's really hard to believe just how flooded the subway station was last night, because you can see things are dry and all that's left downstairs is about a handful of wet floor signs, because things have really dried up quite nicely. But I do want to show you some of that video of last night's commute. So let's take a look at it. This is the video from the 1 train here at the 28th Street station. You can see just how much water is bubbling up on the platform and on the tracks, and the water continued to pour in throughout the night. Now, the MTA reported that service was disrupted on the 1, the 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 trains. There were also delays on the A, B, C, and D trains, and then parts of the M and the F subway lines, they were rerouted last night. Now, other video from social media shows the amount of flooding down below. Take a look at the inches and inches of water rushing by the commuters, trapping them on the train for the time being. Some of the water actually leaked into the train cars. Take a listen to this conductor.
Attention passengers, I'm going to call this one in. I can't open the doors, it's not safe. Give me a second.
I can't open the doors.
New York City Emergency Management last night
stuck.
alerting everyone to
Wow.
stay aware. On X, officials wrote, quote, flooding can be deadly and often strikes with little or no warning. Streets, basements, and below-grade spaces can fill with water in minutes. Officials urge people who lived in basement apartments or low-lying areas to be ready to move to higher ground and to have a go bag ready. People took to social media to show the water seeping into their apartments. Water also flooded streets streets very quickly and the sidewalks all across the city. It caused stalled cars and prompted some road closures. The winds and the rain also toppled some trees. Take a look at this one. This one fell down on parked cars on the Upper West Side last night. It was blocking the roadway early this morning. Now, the weather also forced a ground stop at some of the area airports, but things are back up and running this morning with just a few residual delays.
What have you concrete?
So for me, look, what I'm getting at is the where it was like it was where's it coming from?
Right.
You see it coming up out of the ground. That's from the drainage system.
Mm-hmm.
If it's coming from the drainage system, it's coming from somewhere else and filling that drainage system, right? Because it wasn't like you'd seen it, right? Like it's
Yeah.
weird. I'm just like it's weird for me because like I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
it
know.
doesn't really make much sense. Like, where is it coming from?
I don't know.
It just seems wild to think that rain could do that.
Right. On top of that, like it's just for me, right? What we're all told what rain is, right? The collection of water molecules in within a cloud and then it drops out because it's so heavy.
Right.
When you're telling me that a river rises 42 feet
In less than an hour.
Now, mind you, this is a flowing river. Imagine and try to calculate the gallons of water that it will take to get to that level that fast. You're telling me
Well,
that was sitting in rain clouds?
That's crazy. I mean, like I was this afternoon, I had to vacuum my pool to waste, which means that as you vacuum, you let the water out of the pool.
Right,
I
right.
had to refill it. So I turned the hose on from our house and let it start filling. And like it took probably 2 hours for it to come up like 2 inches. And that's
Right.
full blast.
Yeah.
So yeah, like how does that much rain fall that quickly? I don't know, man. This seems wild.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's something.
He said everybody needs a bug out, but yeah. That's true. That's true too. But look, that was just another example of flooding that's happened recently. It was just weird because of all the stuff that we talked about earlier. You know, flooding tends to be something that's spoke about. So now that it's kind of frequently happening, like I'm wondering if this is precedented though. Like, has this many floods, as far as this broad and vast, the flooding that's been going on in such a close like time frame, has this even been like a thing before?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like the thing I said the last time we were talking about the flooding is in the Bible, God says, I'll never flood the earth again. I'll never end the earth again by flooding or whatever the promise is.
Mhm.
And so I feel like it's really interesting that we're seeing all these floods and you know, historically, if you're a believer and you believe the Bible, God said, ain't me. I'm not doing it. Just so you know, like in the
Right.
future, that's not me. I'm not doing that.
Mhm. Look, nobody, I get it. I get what you're saying, and I understand that part, but the part that I'm not understanding is the quantity. Like, I live right next to Lake Erie. We have 18-mile creek down the street that overflows when we get those storm clouds from Canada coming over the lake and just kind of revamping itself. And at the aftermath, but even then it's it only rises like 6 to 8 feet, and that's over a vast amount of time. And I'm talking about
Yeah,
torrential
that's
rain,
so
like
much rain.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about a rain so much that, and then this is what and again, this is weird to me because like I be doing weird shit, but I'm talking about like you go outside and it fills up a cup like in a matter of like 30 seconds, like the cup is completely filled up. That right there, like torrential rain like that, and it's only 6 to 8 feet, and this is over 2 hours. You know
Like
what I mean?
40 feet. Like, yeah.
40 feet in 30
crazy.
minutes is crazy to think about.
I don't know if it's like one of those things that it's crazy to think about because I've never experienced it,
Right.
or is it crazy to think about because I don't believe that can happen.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, to that point, I've lived in the same place my whole life. Okay. I've heard about there was one year that there was a major flood. It was right after the big, like, everything thawed out after winter.
Mm-hmm.
And the area I live in now actually got flooded because the pipes under the ground and everything just couldn't handle it. And then
Right.
in the country where I lived, there was actually a bridge on a little back road that I knew of that got completely washed out. Like, it was completely gone. And to me, I'm like, that's wild, because I couldn't understand where all that water came from, and it didn't feel like it had rained that much.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I guess it does happen. Like, I think when you consider that you know, there's always water in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So if you dig down far enough, most of the time you're going to hit water.
Right.
So the more water that lands on top of that, I mean, it doesn't really have anywhere to go. So it's going to start to accumulate. It's just not something that we normally think about. It's like
Right.
a sponge. You know, it can only hold so much water before it just is, like, totally, you know.
I
But
know. I get
I
it.
I I do think that we've seen a lot of flooding recently, and it kind of makes you wonder, like, is global warming causing this? Is it cloud seeding? Is it just the
Look. I'm
weather being
saying,
weird?
coincidentally, in the areas that flood, they are mapped as places that are part of that program. Yes, I will say that.
Mm,
That's not
that's
anything. That's not
interesting.
anything to take away from, you know what I mean, them being natural.
Right.
I'm just saying it's a coincidence that these are also mapped out areas that are participating in programs that
Yeah.
deal
Well,
with
and that's like,
geoengineering.
I was talking to someone today on Reddit about, like, global warming, and they were talking about, like, oh, there's a lot of people that deny it and, like, don't think that it's possible. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I get that that's kind of crazy, but I also think you have to accept and understand that it's a natural process. Like, the earth itself warms and cools historically over every couple thousand years. It's just a cycle. But you do have to take into consideration that the pollution that we provide and, like, whatever else is going on can contribute to that, and it can definitely speed it up.
Mm.
So I don't know exactly how that relates to, like, weather phenomenon like this, like flooding. But yeah, I mean, if they're cloud seeding and
Mm-hmm.
it naturally was going to rain anyway, do you remember? I forget. I think it was like Dubai. It was somewhere in the Middle East. They were cloud seeding
Yeah, and
because
it flooded like the whole
it
city.
flooded.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
because they overestimated, like, how much that they would need or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and it flooded the whole freaking area because and that was the first time that people actually came out and said, "Yeah, we're doing this. We're geoengineering, we're cloud seeding."
Mm-hmm.
And it just was like, "Oh,
Well, it had
okay."
been it well, it hadn't been straight up public knowledge, but it had been known about it in America. Like, they had already had
Yeah,
patents out for the machines for them and everything, you know, years
right.
before. Um,
But that's,
that
like, most of the time people were like, "Oh, it's a big conspiracy theory. You're crazy if you think that's happening." And then that shit happened in Dubai, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we were cloud seeding. We kind of fucked it up."
right.
You know,
My bad. My bad.
whoops,
You know.
too much. Yeah, they literally triggered, like, a monsoon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 2 days worth of rain in a day. Yeah,
You
that like
can't play God.
mm, I mean, shit. I don't know. I don't know. Look,
It's
hey,
wild.
look, listen, guys. That's gonna conclude the news for today, man. We had a couple different articles we talked about. If you guys tapping in on the replay, have anything that you want to say, let us know in the comments. But you in the chat, let us know if you have anything crazy going on in your area or popping off as well. We're gonna get back to the music though. I'm gonna get back to the music. We got who we got up. We got Sincere Music coming up. And I think King James is gonna be closing out our queue, I believe.
All right.
I believe it's King James. We got King James on deck as well. But this one coming in on YouTube from Sincere Music. It's gonna be a vibe check. This one is called Down for the Money. From Sincere Music. Let's get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So special.
Yeah. Down for the money. Living like a star. Down for the money. For the paper, that's all. Down for the money. Living like a boss. Down for the money. For the comfort, that's all. Down for the money. Down for the money, down for the crew. Gon' hold it down, what my rounds gon' do. Everybody gon' eat, none left behind. Putting God first and I'm next in line. Got a 9-to-5 job, keep a check in mind. Cause the bills don't stop, gotta stay fresh. Ain't looking like nothing if your head's a mess. Doing overtime, got no time to waste. I need 6 jobs like Kevin Gates. Standing on business, surrounded by winners. Girlfriend cooks, so we good on dinner. Wrapped in my love, she be good all winter. Master Splinter, I'm guiding the crew. They know what it is, I'ma show them what it do. Down for the money like I'm down for you. What's up? Down for the money. Living like a star. Down for the money. For the paper, that's all. Down for the money. Living like a boss. Down for the money. For the comfort, that's all. Down for the money. Yo, putting in the hours, me and my riders. I don't just step to the side, I'm a slider. Slide to the side where life provide the nicest ride. Out to get my slice of pie, piece of cake, dog gon' jump the gate. Walk the block, scene and we often watched. Off the chain, rather show off the watch. Up the street, all of my dogs are eat. Never call chicken out to squash your beef. I'm off the leash, hit it where we often meet. To make ends to the end of Dawson's Creek. Money ain't the mission, but it's part of the process. Gotta make progress, spit like I'm mindless. Reach for the money where you often can find us. Down for the money, putting problems behind us. Down for the money, living like a star. Down for the money, for the paper, that's all. Down for the money, living like a boss. Down for the money, for the comfort, that's all. Down for the money.
That's Sincere music right there. Down for the money on that one. Again, a vibe check coming in from Sincere. Up next, we have, this one. Finalizing the queue is going to be a drive-by review. Everybody in the chat, you know what to do. Lock and load. We got King James stepping up on the corner right now. It's called Mirage. This is from King James featuring G. Josefina on this one. And, yeah, we're going to give it a drive-by review, man. King James, I think you already know the drill, but just in case you forgot, duck.
She move her body, she flow like water. Travel to the desert, there's nothing hotter. She was there for a minute, and then I lost her. Tell me, is she real or some impala? She move her body, she flow like water. Travel to the desert, there's nothing hotter. She was there for a minute, and then I lost her. Tell me, is she real or some impala?
Oasis na may magkakasunong alaga. Magapagmuni-muni, nagabampalata tayo. Mag-isa'y siminikaw sa harap ng aking magamata. As the heat waves hung in the rhythm divine. Mabulit ng mga iba may nagatapos kung saan. Where his shadow alive. It's a love of illusion, I just get aside. You feel like the moon and the sun just collide. Truth, illusion lies in the light. Reaching for the real, but he vanished from sight. Call it Disney messages, no reply. So we wrapped in a dream.
thoughts, trying to find my path upon this spirit walk. Guide me to the sands and my brain in shock, seeing made up things like these cacti talk. Nights get colder, the day gets hotter. 2 days straight, no food, no water. I can see an oasis just a little bit farther. Got a little closer, seen a badass mother. She a dirty girl doing dirty things. Too good to be true, a mirage methinks. She wait for me to come down, have a drink. Body flow like liquor when she dance, she sing. Come girl, give me everything me desire. Eyes sparkle in the sun like a sapphire. This an illusion can't be real, me thought she disappear on the spot. Me like boom, she move her body, she flow like water. Travel to the desert, there's nothing hotter. She was there for a minute and then I lost her. Tell me is she real or Sawi Impala? She move her body, she flow like water. Travel to the desert, there's nothing hotter. She was there for a minute and then I lost her. Tell me is she real or Sawi Impala?
Yeah, King James and Jehosafina on this one. It's called Mirage. Again, it's a work in progress. We're gonna give it a drive-by review. Mom, what you think about this one?
Okay, hold on. Let me pause my stream. So, quality, I'm gonna give it about a 4. I think that both the vocals sounded really good. They did seem a little unbalanced as far as like sounding like they're coming from the same room.
Mm-hmm.
And then for relatability, I have also a 4. It was a super dope track. I think it was very relatable and danceable, if you will. But yeah, and then replayability, I also have a 4. I have 4s across the board on this. I think that it was a really good track. Just a little bit of polish and it'll be a banger for sure.
Okay. For me, I'm at 3s. I'm at 3s straight across. I think for me, I'm talking in the essence of what and did you say that the vocal blend did sound good?
No, I said that I think they need to work on it a little bit.
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure because I had that same notion on my notes. But I'm thinking also the original intro part there, I think that she might be it sounds like you guys are feuding for who, and it sounds like you're trying to have her more emphasized as the backer. So just kind of getting like a blend on that. You might be able to also pinpoint the blend on the overall vocals to be able to get those to match. That's just, you know what I mean? He says it's not mixed yet. So yeah, that's basically what
you can
mix it. That's my note. You know? As far as that goes, that's totally up to you, you know what I'm saying? Your creative process and getting that in. Send it back, you know, somewhat mixed and let us hear it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's my overall notes, mix it. You know what I mean? It sounds great though. It sounds great as far as, you know, what I was hearing. I was curious, what language we talking here? Mm-hmm. Because I know G, if I'm not mistaken, she speaks another language too. I'm just wondering if this was more geared towards, you know, her native language. Because yeah, I don't think I've heard much of her native shit. Yeah, see that? Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought it was. No big deal. No big deal. I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to double check. Because I was like, am I hearing this? Am I hearing another? Is this in another language? I had to double back for a second because I was like, wait a minute. I knew KJ had the you know, he had the accent on. I was just double checking. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he definitely had an accent on. I noticed that. I was like,
oh
whoa.
yeah, he hit the. Now I'm just saying he sounded like he was trying to hit that Rasta. Yeah, I'm just saying. No. But big shout out though to everybody that did submit today. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you guys hanging out with us down here downtown on the corner. You know what I'm saying? We have I did want to shout everybody out. Friend or Foe Week is coming up. You know what I'm saying? That's coming up on Sunday. The idea is to bring a friend or challenge a foe. You know what I'm saying? You know, you could have a friendly competition with your homies and be like, I'm better than you, or you could bring somebody that really think they're better than you and be like, yo, put your money where your mouth is type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bring them out though. We had 3 winners. coming up. So, you know, I'm just saying it's 2 winners and a wild card coming up this week, friend or foe. Tell your people, basically. Tell your people about it. Let them know what's going on. And yeah, you might, if you feel up to it, tell your op, hey, check it. You think you better than me? Show me you better than me. I'm just saying. Now, other than that, man, we have the Discord community that we're trying to push. You know what I'm saying? We have people joining up on a daily. It's crazy. But we also have things going through the entire Discord, different avenues, channels to go to. We have the show schedule channel that also is implementing the application. We already have applicants filling them out. We are going to start reaching out to them this week. I tried already to reach out to one. I'm double checking. I don't think I had a reply, so
no,
we'll figure it out. But we're getting everything situated for these guys coming up. We might possibly also have an on the record next week, a season 2, episode 5. But I'm not gonna.
Like season 5.
No, right. I'm thinking ahead. You feel me?
Oh my god.
But no, at the same time, I'm not gonna give out who it could possibly be. They have not confirmed nor denied it yet, so I'll figure that out. They did put their interest in, so we're working on a schedule. Potentially next week, though, we'll see what's up with that. And then from there, we might be doing some of these trial runs. I'm just looking over my calendar
Tuesday
here.
trials.
We might be doing the Tuesday trials, man. I'm just saying. So you guys be ready for that. Checking in on Tuesdays. You might be seeing a potential co-host up here with us. From there, we're just gonna be gauging the vibes that you guys are getting, and then we'll ultimately make a final decision at the end. But until then, if you are interested, you got to join up in the Discord. You know what I'm saying? Mom, did you have anything? I know I kind of stole the niche, but I was already talking about Discord
that's okay.
and shit anyway.
Yeah, if you're interested, make sure you fill out the application. Like, don't be shy. We'll make sure that we don't scare you and that you get a good trial run. Yeah, if you're interested, also, we're looking for more people to do the on the record. So if you want to get some of your music heard and tell a little bit about your story, how you got to where you're at and your musical journey, we'd love to have you on the show. Make sure that you join up in the Discord and go ahead and submit your interest in the form that's there underneath. I would like to be a guest. And so I'll drop the Discord link in the chat. If you're not joined up yet, make sure that you do that, because that's where you can stay up to date on all things that are Potion One's radio network.
Facts. Big shout out though to everybody, man. I hope you guys had a great Tuesday and Monday and Tuesday. Yeah, it's hump day tomorrow, so
it is.
Normally I say that because Monday and Tuesday is that climb up, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
Hopefully it'll be smooth sailing, but we'll catch you guys Friday. We'll see what's up with you guys on the corner on Friday. Again, bring your shit and you know what I'm saying? Get a vibe check on, get a drive-by review. We also gonna have news, so if you got more news coming out of where you're from, let us know. Get it in the chat. On behalf of Blunt Ones Radio Network, though, I am OC Kush. That is Suburban Mom. And, yeah, we about to get out of here, man. I got to get some dinner or something in me. You know what I'm saying?
Same.
Y'all have a great fucking night, though. Big shout out to you guys. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us. We'll see y'all.
Peace
Salute.
out.